stuff together. We're already late.
Smells fine.
The embargo is lifted on The Last of Us 2, and in advance of its launch, here's a little something I've put together detailing all of the Easter eggs I've found so far. As far as spoilers are concerned, I'm going to issue a massive warning when I delve into real spoiler territory, but for this opening segment, there's nothing to worry about unless you're bothered by seeing certain locations in the game ahead of playing it. As many of you know, the Cordyceps outbreak in The Last of Us occurred in September of 2013, and as such, the world is trapped in a technological snow globe, meaning that a lot of these Easter eggs pertain to a world that was left behind. This first one that I'm going to show you speaks to this tragic situation. It's actually from the opening scene of the game, when you first get control of Ellie in her bedroom. As you can see, Ellie owns a PS3, and the game she appears to be playing at the moment is the Jak and Daxter collection, a 2012 remake of the first 3 Jak and Daxter games, which were created by Naughty Dog. Later on, when you go on your first patrol with Dina, you'll enter a watchtower where ex-Firefly Eugene used to live before he passed on. It's unclear whether this is his PS3, but he's also playing games in his spare time amidst the outbreak. As you'll be able to see right now, he was tackling Uncharted 2 among thieves at the time. You can also spot the first Uncharted game, Drake's Fortune, right below the sequel there. In the same room, later on, once you go downstairs, you'll find a VHS tape which is a smutty parody of Crash Bandicoot called, well, I'll let you guys hear it for yourselves.
Hey, he's got that videotape thing. Huh. Dong of the Wolf. Smash Brandy's cooch. Are these? It's porn. Interesting taste, Eugene.
Okay, enough of that. Back to Uncharted. Once you make it to downtown Seattle, the game will offer you a Lost Legacy style open world segment. I recommend exploring every nook and cranny, but as far as Easter eggs are concerned, you can find this one by heading to the far left of the downtown area as soon as you enter this part of the game on your horse. There's a massive overgrown bank that you can break into, which is unfortunately full of clickers. Yet once you clear it out, there's a safety deposit room. Head in here and open a tiny box in the far corner to find Francis Drake's ring from Uncharted, which Nathan Drake wears around his neck. The inscription says, Sic Parvis Magna, or Greatness from Small Beginnings. Here's my favourite Easter egg in the whole game, just because of how silly it is. During Seattle Day 1, you'll be pushed into an open area in the Capitol Hill neighbourhood with Dina. As soon as you reach this area, there'll be a costume shop on the far left side of the map, right at the top left corner. It's got a blue trim, so you'll know it when you see it. At first, it seems pretty innocuous, but if you head in and check the costume bags at the back, you'll find a Halloween costume based on Nathan Drake's appearance in Uncharted 2. According to the bag, a gun holster comes included, which is handy. Way later in the game, you'll enter a zombie-infested arcade while riding in a boat through a flooded area of Seattle. If you head upstairs in here, you'll find another Easter egg. Among all the fake games, there's an installation for Jak X Combat Racing, a Naughty Dog Jak and Daxter spin-off from 2005. The steering wheel looks a little bit too intricate for my taste, but it's a neat homage nonetheless. Okay, spoiler time. The Last of Us 2 is structured in an unusual fashion, and any content beyond this point will inevitably spoil an aspect of the game that you may not wish to know about. I'm giving you real fair warning here. You can turn this video off and come back once you've made it to this point, as you'll know when it happens. Just don't say I didn't warn you. If you've read all of the leaks and don't care, then you're good to go. But if you're still in the dark, please don't watch anything beyond this snowy clip of Ellie riding horses, unless you've made it past Seattle Day 3 in-game. Alright, we're in the clear. Welcome back, brave souls. In this section we're going to talk about the PS Vita. As you know from one of the trailers, Ellie kills somebody who owns a PS Vita. The character is called Whitney, and she's playing Hotline Miami. I used a sniper scope to check the Vita once Ellie dispatches of her, and sure enough, she dies in the game after Ellie interrupts her. The song playing on the approach is Hydrogen by Moon from the Hotline Miami soundtrack. You can hear a bit more of it here when Abby meets up with Whitney at the forward operating base. Later in the story, when you're playing as Abby, you'll run into a character called Jordan at the WLF base who was also playing on a PS Vita. I spent a little while trying to figure out what game he's playing, but I'm lost. So if you can figure it out yourself, drop me a comment below and we can figure it out. It's very grainy. It looks like Doom. Okay, our final Easter egg is a really interesting one. Later on in Abby's story, and I'll keep it vague to avoid details, but you'll enter this alley full of shops on the way to an aquarium. You'll climb through a restaurant and leap to the other side of the street, but once you've done that, head left and keep moving through the rooms until you get to one with a hole in the floor. On the table behind you, under a lamp, there is this Precursor orb, which is from Jak and Daxter. Abby will wonder what it is, but we all know what's going on. Anyway, that's a wrap for all the Easter eggs that I've found in The Last of Us 2. If you manage to find some more, feel free to leave a comment, tell me where to find them. I'm sure there are some that I've missed. In any event, thanks for watching, and feel free to like, subscribe, and check me out on Twitter and Twitch. Thanks, guys.
There you are!